Put your red shirt on and a brown coat too. Everybody's joining the crew. We got just one ring, let we rule them all. Hope you'll remember your towel. Get your Ulu feathers and your needler guns. A sonic screwdriver or a sword +1. Use Valerian steel if it will get you to count. To the pit tank. To the pit tank. The Rocky Mountain pit tank.
Hi, I'm Guy,
I am Troy,
and this is Geek Tank,
your copycat-sized podcast.
your copycat-sized podcast.
Deja vu. So, I had an idea a while back, and we're going to give it a test run tonight. As you may notice, we are short at Chelsea once again, and
Chelsea's just short.
So she's not really short though.
No, she really isn't.
Mm-mm.
I say that, but she really isn't short.
No, she's not short. She might be short with EA Games, and
she might be short
Blizzard
with Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm. Very short with them. So I was noticing. I want to find I guess that's a good enough picture. I know you're not a Dexter viewer, but the actress that plays his sister in the show is Jennifer Carpenter, is her name. And at certain angles, she was just really reminding me of Chelsea. And so I was going to grab a picture here and see if I can share it. Well, that's useless. Open image in a new tab. That work? It's kind of small, but we'll do that. Share screen. Doink. If I control. Oh,
Yeah, I can see that.
Profile's a little bit more. But there's a certain times, and she curses a whole lot in the
That's
show.
Definitely like Chelsea,
which of course is I think just in that age range. I think it's a group thing possibly.
Yeah. So my kiddo got his hair cut, and now his hair is short.
No mullet.
No mullet. No, but yesterday he was at dinner and he had his hair. He just literally got it chopped right there. So it rolls forward. And yesterday he was sitting at the chair and I looked over at him, and he looks exactly like Natalie Portman in Leon.
Oh,
Professional.
Yep, I remember that haircut.
Yeah, but I mean, like, his face is angular in sort of the same sort of way. The hair was falling exactly the same right way. I took a picture and got both of them together. I'm like, you look just like Natalie Portman. And being a Star Wars geek, he thought that was an awesome thing. So there was, no issue there.
Although she looks less like...
I was going to say, it's because he has no earthly idea what The Professional was about or how creepy that entire movie is. And so...
creepier when you get the director's cut.
Yeah.
So my idea was to take a format of another podcast based off of kind of like a podcast that we like, preferably, and copy their format, giving it kind of a little bit of a Geek Tank twist to it. Right. And just maybe do this only like once a month, once every other month, and just give it a shot. And since we were not having Chelsea, that kind of made us scramble for an idea. Although we really had no idea even if Chelsea was going to be here. I was going to leave it up to Chelsea. It's Chelsea's Choice, which is the sequel to Sophie's Choice and is way less depressing.
And more video games.
Yep. So is the one I want to pick to copy is one we've actually had one of the creators on our show as a guest before, and we've ran through their format of their thing, and that's our friend David Coyle has a podcast called Heroic Origins with his friend Terrence, and I'm not seeing his last name on here, so I apologize for forgetting your last name, Terrence. In any case, you can look them up on Facebook and find their webpage, Heroic Origins, and follow them, and they broadcast their podcast all over the place on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and all those other great ones. And the idea is each episode they will randomly create a superhero with different aspects. And we're like, well, how do we geek tank twist that? And obviously, with Guy's love of space and sci-fi, we're going to do a randomization creation of a sci-fi show. Makes the most sense. So we need to come up with our list is going to be very different than their list because we don't need to come up with superpowers and such. And
well, not with that attitude.
No, but we obviously need a ship. So I'm going to make a little quick list here for us. We need a ship. We need our captain, and then undeterminable number of crew. Question mark, might not even need crew. And we'll then we're going to need a protagonist, antagonist. Reoccurring antagonist. All right, so we'll run with that. I'm going to pull up the randomizer here. Random word generator. And what I can do is ship ran by AI or by owls. Not owls. That'd be something though.
Yeah, well, and you know, if it was, you know, that's, I think there's a song about that.
All right, I'm going to share so people can see we're not cheating. Although obviously we could cheat if we were very clever about it. All right. So we'll do 3 words here, and we'll pick out of the 3 words a word that's going to help us create a launching point to build. Let's build our ship first. I think that's a good idea. So generate random words. I'm going to do 3 words. Word types will be all word types.
This is what the ship looks like.
Was that randomized?
Yep.
You have a random ship generator?
Yes. What, did you think I wouldn't?
Looks like it has chainsaws on the side.
On its hands!
See.
4 hands! Okay, your turn.
All right. So, aid, afford, and belong. So we're using this as our inspiration to give the ship a character, essentially. All 3 of them could work.
Mm-hmm.
Any of them sticking out to you as being more impressive? Belong?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ship. I'm going to put belong. That's our jumping point for that. And then I'll bring us back to here. So belong. He needs it. So belong. So the ship needs to belong, or it does belong?
It needs to belong, yeah.
I think it needs an AI like Brent was doing then if it has needs.
It would belong to the AI.
Well, I thought the AI is the ship.
The ship is an AI that belongs.
It wants to belong.
Wants to belong.
What does it want to belong to?
I don't know. It's pizza. I don't know.
Okay. AI that wants to belong to the ship.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. This one's kind of cool.
You do another random ship? It's very Trek-esque.
Well, that's why it's very cool. It's kind of cool. Like a pet. Okay.
So, how about the ship wants to belong to? Let's not make it a federation, but how about a conglomeration? Wants to be part of a trade federation.
There you go.
Wants to belong to a.
I don't know how you do anything with these, because this is a pretty cool ship too.
Does it set parameters?
Wow. I don't know. Oh, we can get closer and farther away. Okay, there we go. Whoa, my God. I mean, like,
can't tell if it's coming or going.
Well, that's where the guns are pointed. So maybe it's going that way.
Or it's shooting behind it.
Well, lots of things are behind ships.
All right, so let's randomly generate 2 words this time, shorten our list. And we will word size by syllables. Can't make that go away. Okay. Let's give it a reason why it can't belong to the Trade Federation.
Okay.
So we'll
random
hook and related.
Because it's related to the Federation.
Yeah. It's related. It's nepotism.
Nepotism!
I was thinking hook, maybe it's a pleasure cruise. Like, not Romulans, Andorians. I'll get it right eventually.
There's a rule for that,
Mm-hmm.
I guess different Risings.
Can't belong because it is related. Dot. Well, we could say it's for some reason it's of an alien class creation that's not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
To the evil alien race empire. So it'd be like somebody owning a Klingon bird of prey trying to join the Earth Cargo Trade Federation. Earth Cargo.
Right, can't do that.
You can't use your bird of prey to do that. Why not?
But I like my... Oh, come on.
All right. I'm going to see if I can find random...
Its name, though, the ship's name has to be Smoky Jelly Butter.
We didn't randomize that, did we?
Oh, I totally randomized that.
Oh. It almost sounds like what it would... that almost sound like what it would deliver.
These are fairy names. I just hit the first one randomly that was in there, and that apparently was the fairy name generator. So we could either call it that, we could call it the Midnight Briar Stream.
Brock Rumpelwinkle.
Cool. Peridot Olive Mellow.
Sunrise Cute Twinkle.
Angleberry. There, make it bigger.
Instead of herb, it'd be herb. Herb Frost Lily.
I mean, I just like the idea that the crew is like, quick, let's get back to the Frost Lily. We must rush to the Frost Lily. We must rush to the aphid Tingleberry.
I like taking the
Brock Rumpeltwinkle.
It sounds like the captain's name.
But that's the captain's name. I'm okay with that. That should be the captain's name is Brock Rumpeltwinkle.
Remember, your microphone's hooked up to that desk.
No, it's not. The Nile. Not just a river in Egypt.
If we go with Sprinkles Jelly Butter. Instead of Smoky.
Sprinkles jelly butter?
There's Sprinkles Sandy Twill. So if I take the Sprinkles first name and the jelly butter last name,
I'm okay with both.
we have to come up with a reason why it was named that.
I still think Brock Rumpeltwinkle is a great name for a captain.
Brock is always a great name for a captain. So,
right? I mean, I think, but if you're going to name him that, Brock Sandy Twill, Brock Tingleberry,
Rumpeltwinkle's pretty.
Rumpeltwinkle's good.
Yeah,
it's hard to beat Rumpeltwinkle.
Mm-hmm. That's what he says. Nice herbs. Yep. What if for whatever reason this ship can be piloted from some weird fuel that other ships can't be piloted from, but it creates a waste byproduct that they call jelly butter, and hence that's why they decided to call
Smoky jelly butter.
Well, I have Sprinkles jelly butter, but I can change it to smoky.
Well, I mean, if that's what it creates smoky jelly butter.
I thought it glistened, so it'd be sprinkly.
Sprinkle jelly butter? Yeah, I don't know.
Sparkly jelly butter.
I feel like that's not quite as detrimental enough, No, we can't go. We're creating too much smoky jelly butter.
I wasn't thinking of it as a detrimental thing. Otherwise it could never go anywhere.
Well, cars create a byproduct that's not necessarily positive. Right?
I can add it to that's one of the reasons it can't belong to the Federation, too. Too much negative emissions.
Right? Too much smoky jelly butter. It makes too much smoky jelly butter.
And of course, Brock is like, we're just, the universe is just going through a phase. It always has this problem.
Right. It's always been this way. Hello, Patsy.
Hey, Patsy, we're doing something weird tonight. You weren't here for the opening, so we probably should explain it. We're trying out a new format that we're calling Copycat Corner.
Copycat Corner.
Get rid of that.
I can't help myself. When you say copycat, I have to say it.
I see. And what we're doing is we're going to emulate the format of another show, and we're emulating the format of a French show called Heroic Origins, where he and his podcast partner come up randomly with a hero and their backstory. So we're putting a twist on that format, and we're coming up with the randomly coming out. There it goes. Add the stream. That doesn't help if it's that tiny there, is it? How about do this and then there we go. So we're running with
a random sci-fi show.
So we started with our ship, and our random word, I'm going to highlight that in yellow, was belong. So the ship has a need to belong. The AI that runs the ship wants to belong to the Trade Federation, but it can't belong because it is related, which was another random word that we doink. And we decided, whoop, that's not what I meant to do.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. To the evil alien race empire, too much negative emissions. We came up with that part because of the random name that we have for the ship, which is Smoky Jelly Butter, which is a lot of syllables to have in the name of a ship.
Well, I was saying that was just the random emissions. Captain's name is Brock Rumpeltwinkle.
Which was also randomized, which we haven't developed any traits for him yet. Which we will randomize.
There's a random trait generator. There might be. There is a ton of things here.
That is randomized.
That randomizes, yep. Random character descriptions. Oh, yeah. So, blonde, short hair, tight in a ponytail reveals a strong, tense face. Squinting gray eyes, set low within their sockets, watch cautiously over the village they've grown affectionate of for so long. Freckles are spread handsomely across his whole face and leaves a delightful memory of his reckless luck. Well, we've got a different name, but it could be still Brock Rumpeltwinkle.
Right.
This is the face of Brock Rumpeltwinkle.
Post the link in the
fortune hunter among trolls.
Post the link in the private chat so I can copy and paste it onto our master sheet.
I have to just copy the whole thing and copy it in the private chat because.
Okay. All right.
Here we go. Work, send, done. Okay. A true fortune hunter among trolls. He stands elegantly among others, despite his subtle frame. There's something puzzling about him. Perhaps it's its sense of justice, or perhaps it's simply his unusual alliances. But nonetheless, people tend to lie about knowing him. Huh? People tend to lie about knowing him to brag while learning as much about him as possible.
I'll just highlight the whole thing. And I will change that to say Brock.
Right? Just change Brock Rumpeltwinkle. There we go.
All right, we got this
Brock Rumpeltwinkle. There's something puzzling about him. Perhaps it's his sense of justice. Perhaps it's his unusual alliances. I hate to say this, but I'm actually kind of intrigued here. I kind of want to know a little bit about that.
Right, so switch back over to here. I've got a random quirk generator now. I'm going to limit it to 3 and generate some random quirks. Wait,
Hailstorm.
what? That's not a quirk. Oh, this is from My Hero Academia. How do I get rid of that? Or are these all going to be Hero Academia?
I can find some quirks here. Would you like me to find some quirks? There's got to be a quirk generator.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how I found this one. I just didn't realize it was only Hero Academia quirks.
What about religious commandments?
Quirk generator.
Oh, that's good.
Well, the random quirk generator wheel. It's still, I guess quirks is like a huge thing for My Hero Academia, even though I've never seen it.
Yeah, I don't know. Hang on real quick. I'm over here looking at things here. Personality descriptions, maybe?
Nah, that's not a quirk. Quirk generator. Let's do it for.
It's not quirky enough.
For RPG. See if that'll. Here, this looks like that got rid of the My Hero Academia mess. Yeah, this one's better. I'll pop it up here to there. Click the button below to get some possible quirks for your character. Don't like them? Click again. Alrighty. Your character is unnerved by mer people.
Mer people.
Your character is prone to nail biting or nail picking. That's totally a Brock trait. Your character is prone to tinkering with things. Well, all 3 of those are gone in there.
Yeah, I just like the fact that he runs into enough mer people that clearly this is a thing.
Oh, it only took 1, and now that's enough.
It only takes one.
It only takes one mer person to color your opinion.
One mer person, and that's all you get.
Speciest against mer people.
Oh, school uniform descriptions. What do you think?
Well, we'll give him a school uniformed crew member.
A riddle generator.
Are you generating a uniform?
No, I was just.
Oh, okay.
I was just noticing it. I didn't mean to. I'm tasty on the inside. I'm curvy, not wide. If you step on my hide, you'll go for a ride. What am I?
Annoying?
Annoying? This is actually kind of funny.
All right. Let's generate some random advantages and disadvantages. All right, random advantage.
I got some character traits.
Character trait generator.
Yeah, anticipative, forgiving, courteous, imaginative, tidy.
Set the limit down to just 3.
Well, we just take the first 3.
Okay, refire it. Fire it off.
We'll take the first 3. Forgiving, level-headed, and educated.
All right, those sound like
We'll give them
advantages.
3
to me.
negative ones too.
Let's see.
Right. Forgiving.
Not to mer people though.
Not to mer people.
Not to mer people.
He is not putting up with any more of that mer people crap. No more tail flipping. He's had it with the tail flipping. He's over tail flipping.
They get the whole deck when they transport in. They get the transporter wet.
Everything is wet, slimy. Oh,
very. All right. So is there? Get the top 3 negative ones. I'm gonna put those for his disadvantages.
Reckless, nervous, and dirty. All of these fit really well with Knight biting his nails and tinkering with it.
Picking his nails. Yeah.
Yeah. Mer people.
He's level-headed but reckless. He's reckless in a level-headed way.
Right. Well, maybe he just likes to have a little fun every so often.
Yeah.
But he's really calculated about how he has his fun. I mean,
and dirty could be dirty in 2 different ways. If he's
he could just be into like girls.
The Captain Kirk style womanizer.
Yep. Exactly.
Which they have perverted immediately below that. So.
Right. We didn't quite get there.
Oh, look up a weakness generator. Let's give him a weakness generator. Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, so if anyone out there is looking to add some backstory to their role-playing character or a story they're writing, these random generators are just great for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is, by the way, fantasynamegenerators.com. It's one of my favorite places to go. She has so many generators. I cannot tell you how many generators she has on here. And there are new ones every day. Okay, paint descriptions. Good. Let's see. What do we got here? Character descriptions. Other descriptions. What were we looking for? Weaknesses, right?
Weaknesses, if they have that.
So many weaknesses. But that doesn't mean pop culture, because we could do superheroes.
They don't have a sci-fi thing, do they?
Well, they do, sort of. So, kind of looking over here. There's new Dune, DC Comics. These are all just name generators. Okay, never mind.
There's a sci-fi plot generator. We're gonna have to use that one. Character flaws and weaknesses. I think that's just where we were, wasn't it? Yeah, that's where we were.
These are all names. Okay. We got personality descriptions. We already did that. Got plot descriptions.
Yeah, I've got one of those up too.
Yeah, well, maybe we should go with yours.
Yeah, mine's a sci-fi one. So we will swap over here. All right, so we're going to randomize generate sci-fi for sure. That's my only choice I need to make. All righty. Let's see what it gives us. Oh, wait. That changed the genre. Let's try that again. All right. An assassin who is a smartass, a research assistant who can see right through people. It's a horror story about teleportation. It kicks off on a flying island with us. This really is random.
Yeah.
With a space battle that ends poorly for the protagonist. Note that an uncontrollable virus will wipe out a third of the population in the story. And there's a twist! Midway through the plot, all other problems will be forgone in the face of a zombie apocalypse.
That's the uncontrollable virus right there.
Apparently so.
Well, I actually like this because now I've got to try to figure it out. Okay, so
Well, the assassin's got to be the villain, obviously, right? Because we haven't developed a villain yet. So let me. Oops.
You can paste this text only. I didn't do that.
So I've got to change all this stuff now. I did the wrong thing. There we go. So the secondary character will be his crew member. The antagonist is an assassin who is a smartass. So it's like Deadpool. All right. All of a sudden, our sci-fi story is a horror story about teleportation.
That's all right. So how do we tie these together? So we start on a flying island. Okay, that's no problem. The battle that ends poorly for our hero and our poor ship. The smoky, what do we call it? Smoky jelly something or another.
Yep. I can't seem to get rid of that blue background.
So you can. There's an eraser tool. Do you see? Go to edit or go to tools up in there in the tools on the tools ribbon. Can you change your ribbons? How old is your version of what's it? Yeah, because over here on the ribbon somewhere, you should see an eraser. It's very small, so it's hard for me to see things.
I don't see a ribbon, so I don't know what
the ribbon. The below that, the undo, do, print, see how that's all along the things here. The 100% says normal, says Arial, has a line B-I-U-A. That's called the ribbon.
Okay.
And it's an editing ribbon. So there, that's what we're looking for. Select it all. And then clear formatting. There we go.
And we got to make that normal.
All right.
So clearly, it's a horror story about teleportation. So it's a transporter accident waiting to happen.
Inside of you, there are two wolves. Sorry about that.
That's how it goes. Transporter accident with.
Well, we don't know for a fact that it's a transporter accident. It could be anything.
Well, it's a horror story
about teleportation, right? So, okay, wait. So,
but if we make it a transporter accident that caused the plague, then that's how we tie in the plague.
Well, that's what I was saying. He has. I mean, this sounds very Dirty Pair-esque, but my whole thought here is the assassin's the smartass trying to kill him, and it says that the space battle ends poorly for the protagonist. Obviously, they shoot a hole in all the zombie viruses on the transporter platform, and so the ship gets shot and the transporter platform, and then all of a sudden the zombie virus is on the planet.
I was thinking that we'd have them. The transporter accident happened was they're teleporting a dead guy and a live guy.
Oh, there you go.
Because that's how they always mess things up. They try to transport two things. So maybe they
person in my live person. You got a live person in my dead person.
Next thing you know, you got a zombie problem.
And that's where zombies come from. Do you want zombies? Because that's how you get zombies.
I'm going to put non-cadaver.
I like that one. I like that. This is good. This is even better.
This is the plague. Is that what they call it?
Yep. Yeah, it causes a plague.
Virus, uncontrollable virus. Oops, I misspelled that. I'll have to go back and fix that.
The transporter engages beaming Bob and Bob's dead person buddy. They're beaming down at the same time. That's all he had to do was deliver Bob and his dead friend to the planet. But he gets attacked by this assassin right in the middle of transport. And the transport merges Bob and Bob's dead friend together, thus forming a zombie. which then goes off and starts eating people on the planet, while above on the floating island, up above there is Brock, Rumpeltwinkle, and the bad guy duking it out via spaceships through the whole episode. I actually hate to say this, but I kind of watched this.
All right.
The Spacewalking Dead.
So that's the name of the episode.
That's the name of the episode.
We'll
the
come up with this show
Spacewalking
name.
Dead. Oh my gosh, this is good. Okay.
All right, so we got our captain.
I'm gonna move this over here.
Kicks off with a flying island with a space battle that ends poorly for the protagonist. All right, so we're establishing that this ship earlier wanted to be part of a trade federation, so it's a cargo ship.
Cargo ship, yep.
What if it's a space hearse?
A spurse.
Spurse. A haste.
A haste.
Its job is to fly dead people back to their
I don't know if
planet.
it's space. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess we've never had space hearses as a thing. Although I can't. Something about Brock Rumpeltwinkle just doesn't seem like a good.
This would maybe it's not a job he would normally take.
There you go. I
can't think of it.
Rumpeltwinkle doesn't seem like his thing, you know.
This is something that I haven't seen addressed in sci-fi's. Of if we've colonized other planets, and your home world is Earth, and you're on Mars, and you die, what if your religion dictates you need to come back to Earth to be buried, or your family?
You have to be transported. Yeah.
They never talk about having. Well, actually, they talk about using the dead in Discovery, but that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Now I want to call it Dead Space. That's been taken for a video game. So kicks off on a flying island. So he'd be at the flying island, and then there's a space battle. So I guess a flying island like Cloud City.
Yeah. Wait. I got city descriptions.
Okay.
Okay, this one won't work.
Okay.
I like the way that it worked here. I mean, wait. I mean, because this is when the randomizer fails, right? The city of Clayburn was built at the base of a potentially active volcano.
Well, maybe it's a flying volcano.
Right, that's what I mean. How does it get that's what I was trying to figure out. How does it get its lava? Oh well. It's truly a modest wonder. Its elegance is matched by the backdrop of clear blue skies, which have helped shape the city.
Wormhole. There's a wormhole, and it spews lava.
Actually like it. Let's do that.
Okay.
The skyline is packed with modest skyscrapers, and they each represent the many different aspects of the city. Business is booming in Clayburn, and it has attracted a lot of attention. A few new cultures have left their mark, not just on the city's cuisine, but also upon the city's identity. What historically was a city of plain, ordinary people has grown into a large melting pot because of the lava. And it's this that unites the 9 million people to this day. Hundreds of bars, coffee houses, and bistros offer a plethora of culinary choices. And those who feel hungry.
All it's getting on this page is the floating volcano.
Floating volcano. Okay. You don't want me to copy this whole thing to the Who's It's?
You could, and I'll put it in here.
I mean, I feel like we'll lose it if we don't. It's Claiborne. Here, I'll put it in the private chat. Oh, well, apparently all I'm going to do is get to the sky.
Oh, you're limited on how much you can paste.
I guess. There we go. Lots of stuff. Okay, there we go.
All right.
What else should I generate randomly? Because this is funny as hell.
All right.
We have an RPG villain generator. Although that's on their other website where you've actually got to enter more things.
So I've got its identity that has truly left its, I'm assuming the last word was mark.
Yeah, Mark. That works. Because I've switched now. Wait.
Because it didn't paste that word there.
There's a multicolor mark. Yeah, here we go. I'll put this last little bit on there. Hang on.
Okay.
Good. All right. We should probably real quickly stop to say Geek Tank is sponsored by Kieran Games, Geekway Homes, Shiny Garden, and
Your mom.
So there we go.
I'm going to class it up. Your mother.
Yeah, you're a mother.
All right. All right, we've got our antagonist who's an assassin. You can random name generate the assassin if you'd like.
I would like to.
I feel like he's deserved a name. Or
Yeah.
she. He or she.
I don't know. They have assassin names. I got Asamisi names, but no assassin names. Okay, well, let's come up with descriptions, and we will just hit the button of
There's
people
alien.
description.
Say there's an alien description too.
That's an alien race description.
Oh, okay.
That seems
So-
like that'd be sort of a thing.
Okay,
right?
so go with the human and then get the location from the dat or...
A lot can be said of Lexi Simpson, but the biggest two things to know is that she's reflective and charming. So she must be like all silver. Of course, she's also punctual, romantic, and planful, but they're often slightly tainted by a mixed mindset of being brutal as well. Her reflective thinking, though, is what she's pretty much loved for. Oftentimes, people will count on this and her wit when they're in need of support. Nobody's perfect, of course, and Lexi has a range of flaws to deal with, too. Her morbid nature and greed risk ruining pleasant moods even at the best of times. Fortunately, her charm usually softens the worst of it. Okay, so it looks like Lexi's got issues, man.
Yep, I just paraphrased it. Lexi Simpson, reflective, charming, romantic, brutal, loved for her wit and reflective thinking, morbid nature, and greed.
Okay, I'll put that in there, but
That way we can at least try to make some of it our own instead of just making it 100% randomized.
well, it's funny when it's randomized, though. I mean, just
Well,
saying.
yeah, I mean, it's no challenge though if all we're doing is
That's true.
randomizing.
There is true. That is
In
true.
Heroic Origins, they use the random as a inspiration point and then build off of the random.
Well, we're completely perverting it, so that sounds fine.
I don't want to work, Troy.
I don't want to work.
I want to be creative. I think we have enough. We can add our own stuff to this now. Double checking to make sure, because I have to jump back and forth between regular comments and private chat to see if anything's been said in the regular comments.
Nah, I'm watching regular comments.
All right, let's name the show. So we know our ship is a oops, actually, I should put that under the ship name. We never named our ship because we changed the name to the smoky.
I got it.
So I thought we could just create a name.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
use whatever you come up with to come up with our own name based on what you come up with the randomness. That way
Okay.
we're not just completely taking its.
Fair?
It really loves the fantasy part, doesn't it?
What? Fantasy name generators?
Yeah.
Well, that was the
That's-
name of it.
Okay.
But they've extended, and now
That's good.
it's way past fantasy name generators now. You want to just run a descriptor?
Yeah, we're a descriptor, and we'll come up with a name based on the descriptor.
We could do a shipwreck descriptor, and let's see what we come up with.
Okay.
Nah. That didn't work like I wanted it to.
It sure didn't.
Okay. What do you think? Character goal generator, character trait generator. I wonder what that does. Oh, okay, we did that one. One. Okay, good. Prophecy descriptions.
That sounds more like riddles.
Once what is green turns red, a promise shall usher forth.
That's a weird prophecy.
They are. I mean, to be fair, they're random. Okay. I don't know. We got description generators. I don't know where to start with this. What are we looking? What should we be looking for?
Random.
I mean, we had the fairy names going for us.
All right, here we go. We'll do this. We'll do 3 random adverbs and come up with a name based on the adverbs, inspired by the adverbs. Good. Where's the button to randomize again?
I wasn't supposed to make you guys feel guilty, guys.
We're just making sure.
He was saying I was watching both lines, and I was saying I'm watching.
I just want to make sure we're not missing anything if there's any requests or comments and such. Yep. So we have 3 ever, essentially, and knavish.
Knavishly.
So how can we come up with a ship name from that? Control V. So knavishly. Like or befitting of a knave, untrustworthy, dishonest.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
cake, roguish.
It's essentially it's eternally dishonest. The ship is eternally dishonest. I mean, basically speaking.
Yeah. What's an R word for dishonest?
R.
That'd be a pirate.
Yep. Dishonest is
the thesaurus. Swindling. Oh wait, that's not
an S word.
Swords. I wish I had planned that because that would have been great. Well, there's the word that I'm already going to use because I was thinking of an R word for dishonest to go with rogue, so it would be a descriptor and then rogue, but it's got rogue, so it could be the roguish rogue.
Could be the roguish rebellion. Patsy says
the rebellious rogue.
Roguish rebellion. Is that so that we can call it the RR and just like get it killed at a railroad crossing? I'm just wondering.
Yep. Recreant.
Urianus the Brute. Paulinus the Orange. Devious.
Am I saying that right? Recreant?
What, recreant?
Recreant. Cowardly, unfaithful to a belief. The recreant rogue.
Recreant rogue. That works.
It's definitely ours.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna take it from us.
The Rouge Rebellion. Is it the Moulin Rouge Rebellion?
We could call it the Smiling Buccaneer. The Catamaran Buccaneer. The Corsair of the Golden Mermaid, which I think would be ironic considering how much he hates merfolk.
We got our captain. We've got our ship.
Oh, I gotta say that. No. This is the name.
Mm-hmm.
This is the name of the show, The Corsairs of the Golden Mermaid, because you can already see that there's conflict right. It's just built right in. There's got to be something about the Golden Mermaid involved here. Dude, I'd write this. This would be so fun.
I think what it is he starts out on the recreant rogue, and much like in the Star Trek movies, at the end of season 1, it gets destroyed, and he has to take over the Corsair of the Golden Mermaid.
Well, Corsairs are a type of fighter. So it's a kind of fighter, like a sword fighter.
There's also a ship type.
It's also a ship type. So it could be the Corsairs of the Golden Mermaid. So he could take, like, so there was once what was Tales of the Golden Monkey?
Yeah.
In the 80s. I love that name. I just love the name. That's such a great name. So I like the Corsairs of the Golden Mermaid.
Okay, yeah, privateers of the Golden Mermaid actually could be like the
a statue or
the trade, a name of like the rogues guild.
Yeah, which is why he hates merfolk.
The Corsairs, plural Corsairs of the Golden Mermaid, or the Golden Mermaid might be like the queen of the rogues or something.
What could be funny is if the entire show, we don't know what the Golden Mermaid is. And, you know, and of course, in the end, it's like a can of soda pop or something really stupid. And they've been struggling this entire time with this assassin trying to kill him and him always escaping and islands exploding with lava that are teleported up there and, you know, beaming down zombies and all this stuff that's been going on. And in the end, the Golden Mermaid is...
We need another random name for his crew member. That's the research assistant.
Okay, other names.
Who can see right through people.
Wiggles. I like Wiggles.
Dr. Wiggles?
Dr. Wiggles. That's it. Done.
Right.
We're done. And it fits.
All right.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh gosh, this is great. This is beautiful.
All right, I guess we need to elevator pitch it.
Oh my gosh, Dr. Wiggles.
That's all of that.
Better than Dr. Dummy.
Dr. Dummy.
Because that was down here.
Dr. Kiki. Dr. Bam Bam. Although Dr. Dapper would also work.
Dr. Dapper would have been pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, if we wrote this, I'll bet you we could sell it to Ron Fortier. I mean, this is already so pulp.
Or Shatner, and he could put his name on it.
Yeah, this is so pulp.
All right. So
okay, let's come up with an elevator.
It's a sci-fi
horror comedy.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, we did say we were going to give it a Geek Tank flair.
Of course.
I can't imagine how we would ever do something that wasn't comedy.
Mm-hmm. Actually, instead of an elevator thing, we should do the tagline. This is just the premise of the first episode. The whole thing's not about zombies necessarily. So
no. Oh yeah, but Patsy, you know you're enjoying this too. Okay, the tagline.
All right. So, so
I know that the copycat theory is your thing, but I gotta say, I kind of want to do a couple of these somewhere along the line. So
some more random ones, you mean?
Yeah, I just enjoyed the heck out of this. I really enjoyed the
randomization.
show. This was a good show. It was a lot of fun. So we should do this again.
All right. Single phrase or sentence used on its own as part of a commercial, trailer, or poster, promote TV shows. So for those who weren't familiar with what a tagline was, I just wanted to give you the
space.
dictionary.
No one can hear you scream. You know.
Yeah, that would be the Aliens tagline.
Yep.
As an example. So we get the Rogue Brock. Blonde, short hair, tight ponytail. Only thing worse than space zombies is mer people.
Mer people. Why did it have to be mer people?
Totally got to be a line he would use.
Oh man, but you're after the Golden Mermaid. Shut up.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
I don't have to like it.
Yeah.
Oh man, zombie mer people. Oh boy. Okay.
Zombie mer people. Merple. Mer people in space.
Oh god.
That's the tagline.
It needs a better one than that, I think. What are the Corsairs looking for? I mean, they're looking for the Golden Mermaid. Okay, so
unless the Golden Mermaid is not what they're looking for, but the Corsairs of the Golden Mermaid being like the Empress from Discovery,
right?
So it could be like a name.
Oh, I kind of like the idea they're looking for the Golden Mermaid, which makes it funnier. Because if he's from the culture of the Golden Mermaid, it's pretty easy to just say he's fled the mer people to.
Oh, the Golden Mermaid should be a ship then, and on the front of it, it has a Golden Mermaid.
There you go. That works.
It's hood ornament.
It's hood ornament. Oh man. Okay. I don't know. It's 9:00.
Yep.
I think we may be out of time for a tagline. Well.
Dr. Wiggles. That's all you need to know.
Right. Oh, wait. Something about cold, something about space, something about Brock.
More people problem, Brock's your man.
Well, no, I mean, like, nothing's colder than the shoulder of the Golden Mermaid. Nothing's colder than the hatred of one man. Nothing's colder than death. And he is like, maybe that is what he does. Maybe he's like maybe he really is like a space hearse.
Space he's also
space
a troll.
Is the only thing colder than death. There we go.
Wasn't he? He's also a troll among trolls.
Well, yeah, but I mean that could also mean that he just gets on the internet and gets in fights with people.
Could be, but he's level-headed. So that usually level-headed people don't do that.
This is why I get on the internet and fight with people.
Yeah, you're not level-headed.
Exactly.
Only thing colder than a corpse is space.
Yeah, the only thing colder than a corpse is space. There we go. I like it. It's stupid. It's great, just the way it should be.
All right. So that was his. The
There
time
we
just
go.
flew by. Sirens are pretty nasty. They're kind of mer people. That's true. Sirens are mer people too. So Copycat Corner. We'll have Chelsea someday, and she can tell us about some podcasts she likes, and we can see if any of the formats are good for three people. There's a podcast one of my older son listens to. That's kind of a neat format where two of the three people tell stories, and the third person has to judge who told the best story. And those stories are typically based on a real event in the storyteller's life, and it has to be on topic, whatever the topic is. I thought that was kind of a neat format as well. But yeah,
that works.
In any case, there you go. Thanks for joining us, Patsy and Brent.
Yeah, and one other.
And one other, I don't even see my count. Oh, there it is.
So
it doesn't
thank
tell
you for
us.
joining us tonight. We'll be back next week with something else that's copycatty. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
So, or we not.
Or we might have a.
I won't be back next week.
Oh, that's right. It'll just be me, won't it? Because you'll be out of town.
Yeah, I'll be out of town. So
if it's just me, it won't be that. If it's Chelsea and myself, then we'll figure something out based on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until then, that's kind of all the time we've got for today. Mm-hmm. I've been Guy.
I've been Troy.
And this is Geek Tank.